to explore Star Trek storytelling, to seek out new worlds and interesting characters, to Boliga, where no show has gone before. Live long and prosper, bitches. Our annual fundraiser marathon. Welcome to 24 Hours of G&T 2016. Hour 9, where has the time gone?
You're absolutely right there, young lady. Where has it gone? Well, time is about to come to a standstill. It's going to slow down amazingly because joining us...
Sorry, the dog.
Those
Chloe's all
thieves.
pissed off.
Those thieves from TrekGeeks. How dare they show their faces?
Wow.
Let's not be biased now, folks.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Welcome, Bill. Welcome, Dan.
Welcome, guys.
It is great to be here to finally get this foolishness over with.
While we're waiting for the agreed party to show, Mike, can you give us an update on the total?
Our total.
Hold on, Steve.
Oh, yes.
Music first.
Steve.
I've got one job. Let me do it, damn it.
And our total going into the 9th hour of the show?
Our current total is $1,023.
Woohoo!
And Mike, just to be clear, what did we make last year in 25 hours?
I want to say it was something like $2,800.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was close.
So, yay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And thank you to the guys at TrekGeeks.
Yep.
You bastards.
You bastards.
I know you're trying to influence me, but it's not going to work.
I would never try to do that.
Here comes the judge.
It's about time we told them that 5-Year Mission has donated $1,000.
$1 million.
Wow. That's not even true.
I should note that the prizes for this hour, we have a Trek water bottle, a Vulcan air freshener, a large costume book poster signed by Terry Erdman and Paula Block, and 4 IDW comics.
And for those wondering, yes, the Vulcan air freshener smells of dusty books and dry desert.
Nice.
I think it's vanilla flavored, but
It's vanilla.
Vanilla desert.
It's a vanilla live long and prosper hand.
It's
very
cute.
It's very cute. So again, thank you to everybody who donated to Terry Erdman, Paula Block, CBS licensed products, and that's kind of it for this year. This hour, correct?
I believe that sounds right.
Okay.
Are the litigants here yet?
We're still waiting for the agreed party.
You know,
They
if
may
they're
think
late,
it's-
they might
yeah.
default.
They might default.
I think he sent us a statement, though.
It's probably the smart thing on their side.
Oh!
Yes, I've got
Everybody in the gallery just went, oh.
I
Well,
shall
well-
play the statement.
Yes, please. Play the statement.
In the Star Trek world, musical offenses are considered especially heinous. No names have been changed to protect the innocent, because none of these bastards are innocent. This is the story.
All right, Mr. Fark. According to my report here, it looks like someone has violated you. Could you please tell me who this perpetrator was?
So I'm just sitting there at work, right? Just minding my own business. Listen to this low-rent podcast called TrekGeeks. And...
Y'all take a glazed...
Next thing I know...
No spraying?
Dan from TrekGeeks.
TrekGeeks?
I can't.
TrekGeeks, you say? So what exactly did he do?
I don't know. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I don't know.
I'm going to need you to give me more information here, Mr. Fark. I mean, I can't really file this report if you're not going to tell me what happened. You're wasting my time here.
Well, he did something to one of our songs. I can't. I really can't. No.
All right, so you're telling me that this Dan from TrekGeeks has somehow violated you. Well, what exactly do you want us to do about it?
I don't know. Maybe like a restraining order or something. It's musical, so I don't know. Does that work?
According to my web crawler search, it appears that he lives on the other side of the country. I really don't think that a restraining order is going to do you any good. We could possibly send him some kind of cease and desist.
That'll work. That might work. Let's do that.
Okay. Now I'm going to need you to specify exactly what he did so I can put it in this report to get that cease and desist in order.
Like I said, I really don't want to get anyone in trouble. I mean, I'm a loyal.
I really need you to just tell me just what did he do? Just, it doesn't have to be detailed. I just need an example.
Well, I can't do it.
Tell me on the podcast where he touched you.
So take a shot with me. Coconut shots at STLV.
Wait a second, this stuff isn't about coconuts, folks.
Holy Mary, Mother of Jesus. We're gonna need Rick in here.
He's dismissed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Only thing we're missing is iced tea.
Oh my
Lemonade.
God.
Yikes.
Read the sign. Delicious.
So when we were in Las Vegas, oh wait, have we adjourned? Where are we, Judge?
They're
Well,
guilty.
you know,
Just
we
say
taking the
they're
bench.
guilty.
The plaintiffs are not here yet, so we're
Well,
going to give them a
technically
little bit more
they
time.
are, because we do have an honorary member of the band here.
Oh, that's true.
We do. All right, so
shall we play the introduction and start?
I think that would be wise.
Okay.
Please proceed.
Oyez, 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 all rise. Here come the judge, here come the judge, here come the judge, here come the judge. The Honorable Jespa is presiding.
Thank you. I got a powdered wig on. I got to adjust it. Hang on.
Making their way to the ring, hailing from the great Midwest, it's the least Herbert band of them all. Put your hands together for 5-year mission. In this corner are the dynamic duo from parts unknown. It's the TrekGeeks. This is the Star Trek Superior Court East, docket number NCC-1701. Everyone please be seated.
Thank you, bailiff. All right, so I know there's a number of exhibits, and it's a little unusual, but I think we're gonna go with starting to look at a few of the exhibits. So, can we maybe start with the first couple? Can we do that?
Okay. Who's next?
That's a cue for Steve.
There you
That's
go.
me.
Yes.
Your Honor, this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 1.
For now, this has been episode 68 of TrekGeeks, a Star Trek podcast. Live long and prosper.
So take a shot
Take a shot with me. Coconut shots at STLV. Please?
Now, I think I'm not going to allow
Your
this
Honor,
one.
this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 2.
And
we'll go with that one.
I would love to sing a couple of those songs, but as we know, I can't. We'll probably be getting some legal representation in Vegas from the 5-year mission band, which I'm looking forward to seeing that document very much. But I guess that's the way it goes. Speaking of the band, though,
Yes.
getting ready for Vegas. I thought I'd throw in my DVD, and I watched the Zephram Cochrane episode today.
Oh boy.
The companion and Zephram Cochrane, and then some dude was just like scurrying around the cliffs out in the background. Yeah, it was metamorphosis.
Oh.
Where's the cricket, Steve?
You know, we're in Las Vegas right now, and there is just not enough booze in this town to make those better. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
I know, I love them.
Well, Dan,
because I love Fark.
Your Honor, this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 3.
Here's hoping.
But, you know, I got to say, you know, a little STLV, post-STLV depression, so I had to sit in my room the other day and watch an episode. So this was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. It was the Enterprise actually was bringing Ambassador Robert Farks to a Mini-R 7. You remember that episode? Yeah, the crew discovers that, you know, there's a war going on with Vendikar and it's only fought with computers, and band members were willingly, Bill, walking into disintegration machines. It was a taste of Farkmageddon. It was a great episode, and I highly recommend it to everybody.
I'm surprised you didn't call the other planet Vendifark.
Hey, don't
this
read
is
my
just getting
stuff
weirder.
for me.
Your Honor, this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 4.
Yeah.
Of 5-year mission. You
Yeah.
can always watch some of these great episodes that I've been watching, like the one I just watched. Yeah. It's not a good episode, I got to say. I don't think you like this episode at all. I know I'm not a big fan of the episode. It's got bad sets, it's got bad acting, bad special effects. And it's all about these two musicians from different dimensions that are fighting to outdrum one another on the stage of STLV.
Oh,
it was
God.
really something. It is the alternative Farkter.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Good Lord.
Did you just do your own rim shot?
I did, because I didn't want to keep hearing crickets.
It's getting a rim job.
You know, that sound was my soul being sucked out of my body
Wow.
for letting you do this.
I have so much fun with these, and you just bring it down.
I bring it down.
Salads.
Your Honor, this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 5.
You know, it's the 50th anniversary today.
Yes.
In honor of that 50th anniversary, I had to go into the vault. I had to.
Oh,
and
boy.
It was a great one. And it's amazing that it was on this day. There was this drummer, and he was killing off band members only because they were hiding his diamond crystal salt shakers. Can you believe that?
I can't.
It's amazing. Every band member, he looked different too. But for us, the viewer, he still was the same repulsive creature. You know, it's the Fark trap.
Son of a
Did
bitch.
you just
You
call
son of a
him
bitch.
a repulsive creature?
I can't say if it was him.
I want to say you're hanging yourself for the trial on the G&T show.
This has nothing to do with the trial.
It
Oh,
will
yes,
once
it
they
does.
get the audio.
Not admissible.
I'll be the judge of
Your
that,
Honor,
folks.
this one is
Alec
marked
Peter sing
Plaintiff's
together.
Exhibit 6.
We can't thank those guys enough. They're amazing. They just played a great show with the Adler Planetarium in Chicago for Adler After Dark to celebrate Star Trek's 50th anniversary. And of course, it was so great to see them at STLV. Please head on over to 5yearmission.net and download all of their albums and keep an eye out for year 4 coming sometime. I know they're working on it.
I love that. We're so excited. We got all kinds of alarms going off here again. But I got to say, Bill, we love 5-year mission so much.
We do.
But I did watch an episode that made me kind of think about them a little bit more the other day.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not sure. one of the band members used the orb of time to actually travel into the past because he was told that another band member was actually a collaborator during the occupation. Can you believe that?
No.
Wrong's farker than the night, man. Check it out.
Wrong's farker than death or night or something like that?
Wrong's farker than the night. Something like that. All right.
Okay. Clearly an episode that stood out in your mind.
I like it.
Yeah, so 5yearmission.net. Go get yourself some great tunes.
Your Honor, this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 7.
Please,
Oh my God! How many
we
more are
beg
there?
you, head on out
Jesus.
to 5yearmission.net. Download every single one of their albums. We know they're working hard on year 4 right now.
This very second, I think.
This very moment.
Wow. Bill, I got to say something about 5-Year Mission.
Oh, boy.
I talk about Fark a lot, right?
Yeah.
He's my pal.
A little too much.
But I love all the guys in 5-Year Mission all equally. You know that, right?
Oh God.
No, I'm serious. I'm making a very serious point right now. I want to make sure that both you and Andy know that. I love them all equally.
I just want you to know I'm getting ready to do a face palm right
No. I don't want Fark to get the wrong idea. You never know. I just don't want him looking for Fark in all the wrong places.
Oh, that was painful.
You got to remain unbiased, Judge. You got to remain unbiased.
Happy birthday, Fark. Here's your present.
I was almost about ready to take a drink. That would have ended up over my desk.
Your Honor, this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 8.
Thank you.
I'm
I
gonna
like
hang
that.
myself.
We're very lucky to have 5-Year Mission because, at one point they could have been gone forever. You know why?
I imagine you're going to tell me.
Well, did you see the episode where the entire band, 5-Year Mission, they were put on trial by this omnipotent being called D? And they had to answer charges of being a grievously savage band. And they were almost wiped out of existence. Check it out. Encounter at Fark Point.
So wait, are you the omnipotent D in this analogy?
I did not say that.
I'm asking you.
You can take that as you will, sir. That's just that. I'm just saying what the episode was.
So that's a non-answer answer, right?
We do have a trial coming up, so I figured I might as well have some fun with it beforehand.
I can't wait for this to get added to the stack of discovery. Way to go,
I'm
Alex.
just going to file a motion to, quell all the discovery like everybody else seems to do.
Yeah, great. That's fantastic. So yeah, please head on out to 5yearmission.net, download yourself some albums.
Your Honor, this one is marked Plaintiff's Exhibit 9.
Good Lord.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Huh?
Wow. You know who else is your nemesis, Dan?
Oh, boy.
That would be Fark of 5-Year Mission.
Love him.
Really?
Yes.
Then why are you having to go to court?
That has nothing to do with me. That's their decision.
That's podcast court. It's you versus them. And by them, I
Because-
mean me and them.
I think I'm going to court simply because I forgot to take the document with me. This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for my clumsiness.
That is true.
Yes, October 29th.
Oh, we'll get into that.
It will be the hearing to end all hearings. Your blatant IP infringement of 5-Year Mission songs. In the court of 24 hours of GNT for the GNT show. We are super
thank you,
excited
guys.
Oh, yeah.
to attend and to hang you out to dry, quite frankly.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What a partner.
You're welcome, partner. But, since I am an honorary member of the band, I should say that we can't thank my band enough for all of the music they provide to the Trek Geeks podcast. They let us use it every week, and it sounds fantastic. I love their music. I was listening to it the other day. I listened to it actually quite a bit, and you should too. So head on out to 5yearmission.net. Download all of their albums. Really, just do it. Just you're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank Dan, even though he steals their stuff. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna sing along. You're gonna listen to the albums over and over again. So please, just 5yearmission.net. Download some music.
Wow, it kind of brings a tear to my eye.
You cry?
Yeah. First
Wow.
star to the right and straight on till morning. We see the band heading off into the sunset, and we think that it's the last we see of them and of him. But it isn't. They're going to be back again and again and again. Of course, I'm talking about Fark Trek 5, the final Farktier.
What does God
Oh my
need with a
God.
Fark trip?
What is it with you anyway?
That's Star Trek 6.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well played, Dan.
The undiscovered Fark.
Oh my gosh.
Please tell me that was the last one.
I hurt so bad.
I think that was it. I hope that was it. This is sounding a little bit like a domestic dispute, but because I don't want to judge here, but it's possible
You are a
that's
judge.
what it is.
Wait a minute,
Well,
isn't that
that's
your
true.
job,
Yeah,
Judge?
that's what I was supposed to be doing because it's partner versus partner. But I think maybe it's time to hear the defense exhibits. So could we get those queued up, please?
Your Honor, why are there coconuts with the defense exhibits?
Coconuts
Oh,
are
dear
not
God.
relevant. Get rid of the coconuts.
This is defense exhibit. Oh, wait. There are no exhibits for the defense.
It's the
What's wrong with
coconuts, folks.
coconuts?
I think coconuts and I think airspeed velocity of a swallow. African or European, not really sure.
Okay.
So
What the hell is going on?
Coconuts were for transportation purposes only.
I got it. Thank you. So that's okay because it's a public conveyance, so anybody can ride the coconut if you want to, and that's a euphemism probably for something else. Although I'm not sure what yet. In any event, it does sound like I said a bit like a domestic disturbance between the two of you. So have you had a history of these kinds of disagreements, gentlemen?
Absolutely not, Your Honor. I would say that we've had a very good relationship right from the get-go when we first started the podcast. As a matter of fact, my executive producer, Bill Smith, who is the honorary band member for 5 Year Mission Tonight, actually got permission from the band before we started podcasting to use their music in all of our podcasts. So I would say that I didn't really do anything wrong. I used their music in the podcast. But
your license, I think, was probably limited to just playing. It's not necessarily to joining in and being part of it.
that may certainly be the case, but I don't think that I should be blamed for poor representation on 5 Year Mission's part for not putting together a contract that stipulated exactly those parameters and what to use and what not to use and how to use that.
Actually, that's true because the party who creates the contract is under an obligation, and when you write a contract, basically any ambiguities are always construed as against the drafter because the drafter is the one who has the opportunity to write it. Now, did you have an opportunity to negotiate this contract, or was it just basically presented to you?
As far as I recall, and Bill, let me ask you this, Your Honor: is everything under oath here in this trial today? Because
Everything's been under oath for the last 3 weeks.
I'm going to be asking questions of my podcast partner, even though he's an honorary band member. He is still under oath, so he does have to answer the questions truthfully, even if they help my case and not the band's case. I would think. Is that fair to say?
It's true. Although, if there's a possibility of a Fifth Amendment, if he's if there could be jail time, then he could conceivably take the fifth successfully.
Yeah, but he might like that, so we won't go there, though.
All right. Well, like I said,
Wow,
coconuts.
really?
I don't know. I want to talk about that.
Well, I can certainly explain the coconuts. It's very relevant to the case, I think.
I'll give you this one opportunity to, but if I'm
Okay.
not convinced, they're going right out.
Okay. We've done the podcast for over 80 episodes now. At the very end of every TrekGeeks podcast, it's become a tradition, at the behest of the executive producer, Bill Smith, I might add, that I have some kind of comedic line that involves the term coconut. The reason that this happened was based on a previous podcast back when we first started. We were talking about coconut coffee, and I actually broke into song about it. We got a lot of responses, very positive about that. People thought it was funny. So it's kind of become a staple of the show. And, we always talk about coconut references in our Facebook group, Camp Kittimer. So it's a popular thing, and that's where the coconut comes from.
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor, is he allowed to pimp?
Well, one thing I do want to ask is, have you been taking the good name of coconut cream pie in vain?
Not at all.
Yes, he has.
I don't think I've ever actually brought up coconut cream pie in any podcast, Mr. Smith, and I would like you to produce evidence as such, sir.
Your Honor, I wish to offer an objection to Mr. Davidson's previous statements, if it pleases the court.
Under what grounds?
Mr. Davidson stated that I insisted he come up with a comedic line, and that is patently untrue. I merely insisted he use the word coconut. I never directed him to create puns or humorous lines engaging that particular noun.
Was there, could he vary, perhaps, sometimes talk about cocoa and sometimes about nuts, or was it only coconut?
No, based on the outcome of episode 15, where he launched into that initial song, it was always specifically about coconut.
And how many episodes have you conducted since then?
Close to, well, since episode 15, probably 66 episodes.
And what was the date of your last episode from Michael Hinman?
Couldn't keep a straight face.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I would.
Your Honor,
Michael,
I'm here representing
apparently-
Mr. Hinman.
I think Mr. Hinman.
I would, if I could, Your Honor, I'd like to point out in reference to what Mr. Smith just brought up, we had several conversations off podcast about whether or not I should continue to do the coconut reference, because I wasn't really feeling it was something that was initially a positive thing. And I was actually asked by him to continue doing it and to throw some humor into it. That's what I do. I like to throw humor, whether it's people find it funny or not, into
When's
the
that gonna
conversation.
happen?
But exactly. See what I mean?
Were you forced to discuss coconuts against your will?
Not at all. I willingly did it, and I'm happy to do it and continue to do it. Unfortunately, some people think that this one incident with the 5-year mission song went too far.
You see, because if it was coconut coercion, it would be a whole other matter.
Dan likes to coerce his
I would never
coconuts
coerce my
just about
coconuts.
every day.
No. I would say that this is the first time I've had to actually represent myself in court. I did have someone lined up to be representing me, but he's busy digging up lost emails, so he's not going to be here tonight. So I'm just doing this on my own.
I hear he
How
was
many
once
terabytes
trained as a
have you got?
lawyer.
How many terabytes of coconut emails have you got?
Terabytes.
Is there an entire database of coconut-based emails? I'm
No.
Just, all right, that
No,
was
no.
just my own personal curiosity. It's got nothing
Your
to do
Honor,
with
I have
the
a
case.
question from Mr. Hinman for his publication.
Sure.
Mr. Dan,
Yes, sir.
were you ever awakened after 2 hours of sleep to listen to 5-year mission?
No, I cannot say that has ever been something that I've had to. Actually, it would have been probably a nice thing to have happen, but it's never happened because I love 5-year mission.
Mr. Smith, were you ever awakened by your mother to listen to 5-year mission?
I just want to state for the record that not only did my mother
Please
used
answer
to
the
wake
question.
me up, I am, juror, know your place.
I'm representing a free
Actually,
press.
he's a representative.
He's representing Mr. Hinman.
I'm representing 5-year mission.
Learn to
How come I'm
listen.
getting
Listen to
Mr.
learn.
Hinman has filed an amicus curiae in this case.
Yes, so
Because
learn
he
to
has no
listen.
idea what date
Listen
it
to
was.
learn.
He's very curious. I have been awakened to listen to 5-year mission, not by my mother, but
That's funny.
perhaps.
She woke me up.
Ooh,
Wow.
now.
Wow.
This
I got
takes
nothing on
another
that.
turn.
That was
It's
beautiful.
another turn, folks.
What a dick.
Let's move on, gentlemen.
Your Honor, I have a question, if I could. This trial is based on what some perceive to be my quote-unquote theft of quote-unquote IP in singing a line of a song
Yes,
at the
Mr.
end
Peters.
of the podcast. So I would would move that all of the other things that we had to listen to at the beginning of the show are completely irrelevant. There was no singing involved whatsoever in any of those clips that were played. I'm not sure where they come into play here.
Well, the thing is, you can record it sort of more like a spoken word in a song, and I present to you as precedent the case of William Shatner and Rocket Man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I almost spit all over my screen again.
Ladies and gentlemen, text your friends, call your dogs, wake your neighbors, tell them what the hell is going on here right now.
Or don't,
I
because
don't know
nobody
what's
knows what's
happening
going on.
No one truly knows, but I'm so glad that I cast.
Somebody tell Hinman what's happening, please.
Yeah, we're taking his name.
Yeah, but isn't all the other evidence though like bullying to an extent of the plaintiff?
I think
Wow.
it goes
A
to frame.
pattern.
Your Honor, if I may step in.
Yes,
Oh, this is Terry representing the podcast community.
Terry Scholl representing the remaining podcast community.
Yes, please.
And percipient witnesses that were drunk in a bar one night. I think I have to say it goes to frame of mind.
Who's
Dan,
frame
you're
of
screwed.
mind?
You got told!
Who's frame
are
of
we
mind,
talking-
Terry?
Said you're screwed.
Are we talking motive, means, or opportunity here?
I would say that it goes to all, Your Honor. The motive, the fact is that Mr. Davidson, after he was served with his cease and desist by 5-Year Mission, cared so much about their request that he cease torturing everybody's ears.
Wow.
By leaving the C&D letter in the bar.
True.
Which was picked up by, the bailiff.
A legal representative, an armed, a red shirt.
Wait.
An officer of the court.
An officer of the court.
Thank you, I couldn't remember.
Who then handed it to me as an uninvolved party.
After the great John Champion had read it aloud.
Your Honor, I have a statement on that when
No,
everybody
I don't
else
wanna
is
hear it.
done
Mr.
arguing
Davidson,
about
I
it.
have a question from the press for you.
Sure, what the hell?
Please answer carefully. I'm trying to help you. Have you ever had psychiatric help?
Well,
Did
yes,
you
the
have
answer to
sex
that
with
is
this
yes.
woman?
The answer to that is yes. I've actually been a partner of the TrekGeeks podcast with Bill Smith, so it's kind of needed on a regular basis.
Licensed psychiatric help.
Didn't you go to a proctologist?
Not just somebody who's
Have you ever had a prostate
not just
exam?
somebody who's a psychiatrist by training. Okay. I'll have you know.
I would like to bring up a point, if I could, Your Honor, in regards to the very eloquent statement that Terry just made, if I could.
Don't suck up.
I'd actually like to call into question the very shady actions of the officer of the court and those involved in this entire process.
How dare
I
you.
would submit that everything that has taken place since the night that the C&D was obtained by Mr. Reyes is fruit from the poisonous tree, or fruit from the poisonous red sweater in this case. And the reason being is that this so-called
I think we
C&D
need the bailiff in here.
We might have
There
to
is a
bring him in.
statement from him.
Yes, if you could.
Look at him. He says, "Hey."
Could cue that up,
Nick,
please?
if you're listening to this, no, I'm not wearing the red sweater. I'm sorry. I know how much you love the red sweater.
Now,
I just went
gentlemen,
from 6 to midnight.
Okay, gentlemen, how do you respond to the precedent set by such cases as Paulsgraf versus Long Island Railroad, Pinoya versus Neff, Schneckloth versus Bustamante, and of course Roe versus Wade?
Well, Your Honor,
Tasty Cake versus Keebler, correct?
if I may for a moment.
Yes, that one too.
Speaking on behalf of the band and citing Shields versus
Do you have that
Yarnell.
authorization?
Shields versus Yarnell.
Citing
That
Shields
one
versus
has no
Yarnell.
transcript. It's all in mind.
It does. it is our contention that the defendant did not engage in parody because parody is supposed to be humorous. And Mr. Davidson really has no sense of humor. So based on that fact alone, we're contending that it's not parody, that it really is just unauthorized performance, and, well, a bad one at that.
Your Honor.
So you're
Your
basing
Honor,
your
Your
entire
Honor.
case, Mr. Smith, on the fact of your opinion where someone does or doesn't have a sense of humor?
I think it's pretty documented in those
Your Honor,
clips that
Your
you
Honor,
have no sense
Your
of
Honor.
humor.
Your Honor.
Yes. Can we have a pool, Dad? Can we have a pool?
I think that the groundbreaking Captain versus Tennille suit and the equally captivating Denny Terrio versus Adrian Zmed case shows that talent and sense of humor have nothing to do with each other. It's just the ability to get on the air.
This is true, and the
Your Honor,
but
the
there's
bailiff
also
is
the Bobby
present.
Sherman versus Keith Partridge case. You might want to look that one up. It may
It's
have
true.
been overruled, however, by the Eve Plum versus Mike Lookaland case. I'm not sure.
And Your Honor, Bailiff Reyes has shown up.
Ah, welcome, Mr. Reyes. Have you a statement, sir?
Yeah.
Or you just sort of dumbfounded by these
We're
words?
blinded by the red sweater.
While he's gathering his thoughts, I'd also would like to point out that, as Terry mentioned, I did leave the C&D behind at the iBar. I totally admit that. However, there were reasons for that.
You were
That
drunk.
night, we were
He was
celebrating.
hammered.
I was cosplaying
was
as Guy
stumbling.
Fieri. We were having a great time. And all of a sudden, John Champion is reading the C&D to me. And I am completely shocked and dismayed when my executive producer, friend, and podcast partner, Bill Smith, signs the document to become an honorary member, thereby switching sides, possibly in more ways than one,
Your Honor,
against me.
I was a witness, and I will tell you that the defendant did pull me over and say, "Oh my God, you've got to hear this. This is hilarious."
Now, was this document notarized?
It was.
No, it was not. It was not notarized.
It was notarized.
By what?
By
Your
John
note?
Champion.
By John
He read
Champion.
it
All
aloud
right.
in public, Your Honor.
All right. So
Although I was
we'll
trying,
allow that.
although I must admit, I was trying to block Mr. Davidson's ear by one side. So
Trying?
I believe
I want my ears blocked. I just want to get in line.
I believe that was called a motorboat.
Well, and this whole thing's on video because the bailiff videoed it.
Is this true, Bailiff?
He is here. He may be experiencing technical difficulties.
He's miming.
Is the bailiff supposed to be a neutral part in
I
all
would
of this?
think
Because
so.
it
I already
sure
said it
does
was a
not sound
travesty
like
of course,
it.
You know,
but,
we're really having issues with that, but we're gonna go with it because. Oh, yeah, he is here.
Can you hear us?
We're getting echo.
I don't want to hear Nick twice.
Hello? Can
There
you
he
hear
is.
me?
There was a slight sort of, it sounded like a deity we were getting for a moment there.
Yes.
Oh, he needs headphones.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pass you through the phone.
That was a devastating night at the iBar, Your Honor. I would have to say, I was crushed. I was devastated. So I will say, I fell off the wagon. I drank a lot because I was very upset about what was going on. And
You
when
were
I
4
accidentally- I
martinis
left
in
the
by the
Guy
time you
Fieri.
signed
I
it.
left the C&D behind the next day. Bill, you are under oath. Did I not freak out when I realized that I left it and I went to security and the bar to try to find it?
Yes, the next morning when you woke up hungover from the 6 martinis you had the night before, you
Like trying
went
to pick up
immediately
chicks dressed as
downstairs
Guy Fieri.
and tried to find it.
Now, let me ask you something. Do you feel that you were traumatized in any manner?
My best friend decided to join the other side of this case. I was traumatized.
Now, when you were cosplaying as Guy Fieri, were you attempting to pick up, say, women who were dressed as Rachel Ray?
Yes.
Since
Thank
I
you.
had
That has
had
nothing
6
to do with the case,
martinis, I
it's just my
can't
own-
really recall.
My own
Your Honor, he was
curiosity.
trying to pick up anything.
He was trying to pick up Bobby Flay, for Christ's sake.
As would all of us.
Yes,
I
Your
don't
Honor.
want to say anything, Your Honor, but he tried to pick up a Horta.
A hoarder. How
A
very
hoarder.
interesting. Well, once you go non-bipedal, you'll never go back.
Wow, that was very good. I
Wow.
like that.
Once you go silicon.
Sadly, he had to settle for Gordon Ramsay.
That's rough sex right there.
There's a lot of talking
So
to
I
do
like
there.
screamy sex too.
Gordon spent time in prison.
So if you're
So will
if you're
Dan.
used to abuse and you're cultivating it voluntarily, then I would say that your trauma claim does not fly. And
Why
I
am I
would
saying?
dismiss
Why is
that portion of your claim.
Where is that mode
Huzzah!
of thinking coming from? There's no time that I've been willingly looking for something like that. I'm not
Hey,
sure I
she's
follow
a
your.
judge.
Are
Address
you
I'm
her
asking for.
appropriately.
I'm asking for clarification.
Are you looking for cosplaying the screaming abusive weirdos in all the wrong places?
Not at all. This was the first
Yes.
time I had actually ever cosplayed. And actually, I don't want to try to pass the blame here, but the cosplay was not even my idea, was it, Bill?
Were you
Excuse me?
forced to cosplay, sir?
No,
I was
he
not
wasn't
forced to.
forced
No,
to.
I was not.
That's not
I
true.
was presented with the idea, and I did do it.
So this is voluntary, but it sort of took a turn.
But where does the cosplay and the abuse from the cosplay come into play with what's going on with the C&D when my podcast partner signed it to become an honorary member of the team that is taking me to court?
It's just as relevant as the coconut, sir. If you can't see this, then I'm going to have to send you back to law school so that you can be studying, of course, the seminal case.
Are you talking to Alec? I'm sorry, what?
the seminal case whose name I've completely forgotten, but it's probably Loving versus Virginia, although I'm not sure. And that's
She
an
said
anti-miscegnation
seminal.
case.
I thought she said Seminole, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
what did the Seminole tribe have to do with any of this?
It could be that too. The jurisdiction is somewhat
Hello?
fluid here.
Yay.
Is that Robert?
Yes.
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 He finally got the
Welcome.
sound issues.
Hello,
worked out.
Mr. Reyes.
Welcome.
Hello.
Did you bring coconuts with you, sir?
No, I brought hummus.
It doesn't
course
go
you
with
did.
coconuts.
I
Already
think,
this is a
Your Honor,
problem.
Mr. Reyes is being impugned here. I think it's only fair he has a chance to clear his own name and wash his red sweater.
But not in hummus, because that just
No,
doesn't
that's
work.
just not good.
No,
Yeah, that
no.
doesn't come out.
That'll
Tomato
leave a
juice.
mark. You understand?
Your Honor, would it
okay,
be
so-
would it be too hard to ask the representative from 5 Year Mission to actually produce any and all documents that show that my poor rendition hurt the band in any way, with statistical data that their podcast or that their product has suffered from lower sales or lower show bookings since the event took place on July 19th?
Well, it kind of depends whether they're asking for actual damages or statutory, because if they're asking for actual damages, then yes. But if we're asking for statutory damages, then it's up to $150,000 per count. So I ask, are you looking for statutory or for regular damages? And the answer really should be statutory.
Your Honor, Your Honor, as a representative of the band and an honorary member specializing in crash cymbals and cowbells, we are seeking statutory damages, Your Honor.
You also
you
play
go.
the kazoo for them, don't you, Mr. Smith?
Only when I'm in a red sweater.
Yes. Unfortunately, it's always the red sweater drummers that get killed first.
Right?
So there you have it, folks, because we are running out of time. It's all about red
Oh,
sweaters.
if this bleeds over, I don't care.
It's all about the red sweaters. It's about the coconuts. It's about Roe versus Wade. It's about
Brown versus the Board of Education.
Shields and Yarnell.
Shields versus Yarnell.
Captain versus Tennille.
And don't forget, cosplay is not consent.
True.
Yes,
Good point. Yes.
That's a good point.
motorboating.
Mr. Davidson.
The correct date for Michael Hinman, of course. It's all about that.
By
It
the
has
way,
a-
we never did tell him what date it was.
It is October 29th
There
in
you go.
most parts of the world, at least the civilized parts. But the other parts, well, sorry, Steve.
Sorry, Steve.
Where Steve lives, it's
Why
December
are you
already.
apologizing? You just said he was more complex than all of us. That's a compliment, is it not?
Oh God.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. And it's also about certainly Eve Plum versus Mike Liquorland, and again, I remind you that this is the judgment of the podcast Superior Court, and
It's all final, right?
Yes, there is no appeal for this. Actually, it's not even the superior. This is the Supreme Court of podcasts because there's nobody above me. You know what I'm saying?
But there's a few of us below.
Hello.
You had a question, Counselor?
What was the result?
Judgment.
I have no idea. Well,
Do we want to take a recess?
Do you want to take a recess and then we'll have the judgment?
By the way, TrekGeeks is welcome to stay with us during our next.
You can stay all night if you want.
Yeah, seriously, you guys are welcome to stay with us. We have John Jackson Miller up next. So, the wonderful author of the Star Trek Prey trilogy, as well as a couple of wonderful Titan books and some Star Wars stuff too.
Yeah, one or two things.
But I wanted to. So, is there a verdict? Or are you just gonna?
Do you want the verdict now or after we
take a break for to deliberate?
Okay.
All right, give us a few moments.
And we'll be back.
Music for the GNT show is provided by 5 Year Mission,
I gotta go pee now.
Enterprise Blues Band, Warp 11, Andrew Allen, and Grethor. The GNT show is a BLB production.
Move ahead, walk back to 10.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological.
Challenge accepted.
Sweet.
Janet, I would like to hire you as my legal counsel.
I don't know. There might be a slight conflict there.
Jesus.
Just a small
show
one.
is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised. These are the voyages of the GNT.